to treat patients suffering from the disease around the world because of the black fungus. So this is the state where the world is affected by the black fungus. You can see COVID-19 shortage of black fungus drug amphotericin B is looming. So the news is reporting that Union Chemical Minister, the Sadananda Gowda, on the May 25th said that over 11,700 cases of mucormycosis, commonly known as the black fungus disease, has been identified in India. And going by this number, the required number of vials for the 6-week therapy would be over 29 lakh. And even with imports and boost to domestic production, what will be available could be the way below what is required, considering the fact that more cases are being added daily. So on May 22nd, there were 8,848 cases across India, according to the central government. So by May 26th, the total number of cases went up to 11,717, an increase of 2,869 cases in just 4 days. So as how Devi Parashakti revealed, these cases are extremely looming the whole world and with literal shortage of the drugs for black fungus. The next is the yellow fungus. Cases reported in Uttar Pradesh know why it can prove more dangerous than black white fungus. So if you could see, after the black, white and yellow fungus cases traced in Uttar Pradesh, there has been an unprecedented rise in black fungus cases and most recently the white fungus cases, both caused by the spread of environmental molds and unsanitary conditions. So experts suggest that the yellow fungus infection, unlike the two other infections, could be much scarier because of the manner in which it affects the body's internal organs.
back, dear viewers. And I'm sure for each and every one of us, it is extremely frightening, if that word is not enough. It's extremely frightening to see
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, we apologize for the technical glitch. Now, as we were sharing with you all, we are seeing the number of deaths exactly as Devi Parashakti revealed how the black fungus, the whole attack is happening. Remember, if each of these words of Devi Parashakti are standing true, standing as a testimony to her compassion, out of which she took this huge risk. Swamiji, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, has taken one of the biggest risks by revealing this to the humanity.
Exactly. Actually, you all need to know I think many more and more viewers are joining right now. We have a very, very important news to share with all of you. What has happened to the supreme pontiff of Hinduism? What has happened to the Hindus, billions of Hindus living across the globe? What has happened to the humanity is unfair. Unfair. Understand, Swamiji had revealed in the satsang that actually not now, even last year, in the month of April 2020, Swamiji was telling about how people will succumb to the virus and the cascading effects of the pandemic. It's not just the pandemic itself, but the cascading effects of the pandemic and how people will die on roads. We saw that become reality in less than a year. And we saw how so many lives are just dying, continuously dying. And now what has happened out of this utter compassion, Swamiji was the only person in the world to open all his houses for public to come and stay, for all the people that are suffering due to the COVID to come and stay, to come and have shelter, to come and have a safe living by providing a multi-layered quarantine with best organic food, best everything completely free of charge.
And to all the viewers that are joining us, that have joined us to know what the breaking news is, and to everyone who already heard what happened, because there are many people who are wanting to know more, we are going to tell you all, take you all through the breaking news and how there is a bio war that is launched on the supreme pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa by the anti-Hindu militant terrorist forces. Now, this segment is very, very important because Hindus, Kailasians, human beings, we all need to know. Whenever there is a possibility, whenever there is someone standing up and doing even a little bit of a help, they are being shut down. They are being silenced. They are being boxed down. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism took one of the biggest steps one of the most important step, one of the most important solutions that is needed when the whole world is afraid, insecure, they're shutting down their services and they're all withdrawing themselves. Swamiji opened all of his Kailasas, each campus minimum at least preparing to receive 25,000 accommodations. And we all saw even how many campuses are open. Now,
Actually,
please
not
understand.
25,000 in each campus. Like this, we have 10 campuses already open and many more are coming. Actually, we have Alison Asami, one of our YouTube viewers, was asking what happened. Did something happen recently? Yes, something happened just yesterday. And it is something shocking, a shocking fact of how humanity is, how humanity is caught in the Maya matrix, and how it is really, really planning for a huge destruction. Understand? Okay, let me first share what happened.
Now,
To all the people who are asking here, I'm going to be sharing what had happened. Before we actually share with you what is actually happening, we request everyone to get as many people as possible, because let them know this truth. Let them know how unjust, like, oh my god, actually I'm literally boiling when I even came to know about this news. Do you all know, just 10 months ago we had a uh, viral news all over the world, a viral announcement from the governments of Britain, United States of America, Canada, Japan, New Zealand, to name a few, where we had the announcement about unsolicited seeds are coming in mystery packages packed from China, from unknown sources, and the seeds, those unsolicited seeds, are potential for any kind of extremely harmful and fatal pathogens. And we saw, following which, we started seeing in India the cases of black fungus, white fungus, and now yellow fungus all started coming out.
now
And
all
we
of
are
you need
seeing
to know.
and understand this package. This was 10 months ago. This was a viral news everywhere. The whole world was talking about it. And then the whole news got silenced. Nobody knows what was final thing. How did the government stop it? There was one, it was a clear thing. Anybody receives this package, go and give it to the FDAs of those respective governments. After which, 10 months after that, yesterday, we all are aware that Swamiji has opened all his Kailasas everywhere. It's all the Kailasas are open just to give safe haven to people, just so that people stay alive. And do you all know what happened to the person who had literally squeezed his life out just for people to stay alive? In his home, the Kailasa, this unsolicited seeds package was brought in. This unsolicited seeds package with the government stamp on it was sent to Adi Kailash. And this mystery package, which was sent to Adi Kailash, which was bought in there, understand, this is a very, very planned bio war which is launched directly on the Supreme Court of Hinduism. And actually, this is the only place, if you all remember, Devi herself had revealed that the only place in the whole world, the only place that can save you is Adi Kailasa, because that's the only place which has a conscious ship built. Understand, in that place, where in Adi Kailasa, in such a protected ambience, we are already having overwhelming number of people who are pouring in from all corners of India and all different countries from the South Asian belt, who are pouring in, who want to just stay alive, are coming in and are coming in, especially people from India just flooding into the Adi Kailasa. And we are having the free accommodation, the best accommodation, best sattvic food, best monitored every single day, monitored health checkup, everything available for free. And after, so this, when this one whole literally ecosystem is developing, is budding with safe, protected people, where people are immune to any of these pathogens from outside. Just to destroy that, the militant group had sent this package. This mystery package is not something small. Please do listen.
Actually, each of you, every viewer that are watching this, every YouTube viewer, every Facebook viewer, everyone on Twitter, Instagram, Kailasa's NTV, HNTV, and every social media platform, please listen. What we are bringing to you forth are factual that happened, and that the whole repercussions of which Adi Kailash, the whole ecosystem that the Supreme Pontiff has opened up to humanity is facing, and there's more to come. Please know, each of you, we request everybody, we are going to show you all the screenshots, we are going to present to you all the facts, evidences, pictures in a proper presentation. We request everybody that are watching it. We have Mark Shipra Prasad Nikananda, we have Alison Asami, we have Manitya Paramashivoham, Mapurna Pandolekar, and so many of you are asking what happened, and so many of you are wanting to know more, and so many of you are wanting to understand. Please listen. Each of you can go ahead and Google it up. Please do go and Google. We are going to show you the screenshots. We are presenting to you the pictures of it, everything. Till then, we request everybody to also do your personal Google one, so you understand how strategic, plan, and what sinister conspiracy this is.
Actually,
Till 10 months before, like we were sharing, so many governments came forward, so many countries, so many first world countries have come forward saying their farmers, the country farmers, and many others are receiving a mystery package sent from a particular country.
Actually, you all can everyone search for that term. It's just unsolicited seeds. You just search using this term as unsolicited seeds. You will get what we are talking about.
Now, each of you, I will request everybody to actually take a moment or two. Please go ahead. You all can Google and please post it back to us on Twitter with hashtag Nithyananda. And you all can, please, each of you can go ahead and Google, and each of you can share. If you
actually,
see
the hashtags to be used are hashtag unsolicited seeds, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, and even you can use the hashtag COVID-19. I request the NTV operator to kindly project these hashtags. Hashtags unsolicited seeds, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa. I request everybody right now, show what, yes, Ma, Shipra Prasadika is asking, who could do something so low and so demonic? Yes, Ma, actually, I'm literally burning just knowing this news. It's really something. How can someone think of something like this?
Actually, so many countries, governments have stopped and warned. There are so many, each of you can Google and see there's so much of news announcements everywhere, including countries like New Zealand, countries like UK, countries like America, and so many other places where these mystery packages, there will be, so we are just narrating it to you all. So many countries, farmers, and many citizens receive a mystery package in their mailboxes. So when they go and see it, it will be labeled as jewels, it will be labeled as toys, it will be labeled as some random, there will be so many packages that will be labeled, which was never ordered by those people. So when they open and see, they could see random seeds like sunflower seeds, some seeds which are even unidentified. Now this shocked many farmers. And when this was reported, not just in one country, this was reported in various other countries, and this unsolicited seeds package was being shipped at large quantities from an unknown source to multiple people. When this happened, so many governments came forward. This is an official news that was announced, and all of you can see it. So many governments came forward and imposed a clear ban on such people taking in such products, and they clearly warned the citizens, and they wanted these packages to be submitted to their local FDA governments, the Food Department of Food, in their respective countries. Now, when these were the actions that were taken by government, and this was targeted in many first world countries in the globe, and 10 months later, after such rigorous steps being taken by so many governments, 10 months later, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened up Kailasa, the world's only Hindu nation, And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened up Kailasas to the world for a corona preventive and protective care, giving protection and prevention for people from COVID, a free stay, free accommodation, best healthcare, and many other things for common public to come and use to protect themselves during the times of the pandemic. When this happened, just as recent as within the last 24 hours to 48 hours, Kailasa, the Adi Kailasa, the main campus, the headquarters of Kailasa, received an unsolicited seed packages containing, we do not know, some unknown pathogens. This package came with a bill from the local government, the Indian government. This is from the Customs Department with a bill, and this unsolicited package was attempted to be delivered to Adi Kailasa. Every viewer should know which many first world countries governments have banned, saying unsolicited packages should not be accepted, and these same seeds, it is this same seeds that were being distributed in many countries, including countries like New Zealand, US, Europe, etc., where governments took a strong stance to ban all of these packages just 24 hours before, just immediately few days after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has announced and opened the Kailasa campuses for public. This attempt to deliver this unsolicited package were made, which alarmed the administrators of Kailasa, the Adi Kailasa campus, and many of them are trying to still find out, investigate more on this. But this package, we even showed you all the screenshots of the government, the Customs Department sending us the bill and the notice, and each of you, we are going to be projecting that back to you all again. Yes, we have Brian Birch who's commenting, oh my God. Yes, to everybody that are watching this, everybody that are feeling, oh my God, what is happening? Please listen. This is a bio war, not just against Kailashins or Kailasa. This is a bio war against humanity, against Hinduism, and against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Actually, we can list so many reasons establishing this why. Just see, this is because this is the only place. Why do you think this is attacked? This is not because we are Hindus. This is not because we are any other things. Understand, it's time we wake up at least now. It is because this is the only place that is safe for humanity. Understand what Devi had warned. Devi said clearly, the Brahma Rakshasas are out. They are going to literally dance. They have already started, and they are planning to wipe out a huge percentage of humanity. That is why what is happening, the whole spiritual pralaya is over. Now what is happening is a bio war, man-made bio war. It is important that we wake up at least now. Understand how will 10 months before, everywhere in the news media channels, they spoke about this unsolicited seeds. Where did it end? Where is the end of that? Where is the resolution after that? What has been done? Where is the news on that? How come media completely silenced it? How come when we are seeing on the roads, people are dying in India, how come the numbers are very lowly played? How come? How come what media is telling is something so totally different from what is happening? Understand, all the people who are watching now, it is time that we wake up. It is time that each of us wake up and realize. I was just shocked. My God, nobody in the world has ever opened their homes, all their homes out just for humanity to stay alive in such a protective way.
If you see even now, how many celebrities have opened up their summer homes? There are how many charity foundations or how many people are ready to take this risk? Yes, there are many organizations raising funds, but who is opening up from their personal hard work, their personal hard-earned money, using that? You all need to know the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism publicly announced that he is not going to accept any fund from anyone for this, and Swamiji clearly announced that it is going to be from his personal hard-earned money as a service to humanity, for humanity to protect itself. The country, I mean the citizens of the country, the anti-Hindu spiritual elements, which chased out Swamiji from his own campus, which made Swamiji leave the place which he built out of years, decades of hard work to that country, to that citizens when they are in suffering. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened up his campuses, is providing some of the best services you all need to know every day, steaming, every day giving medicines, lakhs of worth of medicines, every day giving their COVID tests for the people in need, having a 3-layer quarantine, providing 3 meals a day, 11 items a dish, 11 dishes per meal, and organic food. Each of these are from personal hard earned money of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism just to keep humanity safe. You all need to know, each and every one of you that are watching this, it is high time we wake up. There are 27 states that are issuing warning about these seed packets that are being distributed. There's so many things that has happened. Each of you can Google. Actually, we request everyone that are Googling, everyone that are seeing, finding shocking information about this, please go ahead to Twitter. We have projected the hashtag for each and every one of you. Please go to Twitter, use this hashtag, use hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag unsolicited seeds, and hashtag COVID-19. Please share your findings about this. This is a bio war on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and on the humanity itself, because what Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened up is for the protection of humanity during this COVID pandemic. So we request every viewer, we have so many of you are commenting on YouTube and who are proactively continuously commenting on YouTube, sharing about these shocking facts and findings. Yes, please go ahead and tweet it on Twitter with hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag unsolicited seeds, and hashtag COVID-19.
Actually, all of you can see, I'm just showing you a few articles. Here you can see USDA investigates packages of unsolicited seeds from China. You can see how that this could be a potential carrier for pathogens. Concerns raised after dozens of Canadians planted unsolicited seeds that unexpectedly arrived at their door. And understand, please see the date. This was 10 months ago. Each of you, please note the dates when this happened. You can go Google and see what happened. What we are actually talking about happened months ago. Now what we are sharing with you, actually this particular article you're seeing is from February of 10th, 2021. But what happened, this unsolicited seeds happened 10 months ago. And now we are getting these unsolicited seeds that are coming into our place, that are coming into Adi Kailasa. People are trying to give these and trying to get us into a bio war.
Now, please listen, each and every one of you that are watching this, what happened 10 months ago, which you all can see, Canadian government, the US government, and many other countries have announced this as a clear warning and a possible scam that so many countries are facing, where uncalled packages which they never ordered were arriving at their doorsteps. So please listen carefully. This whole thing, which so many government took step to stop and to prevent, after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism announced and opened the Adi Kailasa and so many other campuses freely for people to come and stay as a coronavirus preventive and protective care unit, a quarantine unit. Immediately after that, anti-Hindu militant forces launched a bio war by sending this unsolicited package to the Adi Kailash campus, which is one of the main headquarters. The administrators were shocked at this bio war that was launched. This is a direct attack on the Supreme Pontiff himself. To all the viewers that are watching this, we request everybody to go ahead to go ahead to Twitter. Please use the hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag unsolicited seeds, and hashtag COVID-19. Share with us what you feel about this. Now, we all can see how so many departments how so many countries, they have announced this unidentified package of seeds were being distributed. Here we can see, quoting the article from foodsafetynews.com, which was published. The article is, the media house is foodsafetynews.com, and we can see mystery mailings of seeds continue worldwide. And it is saying people across the world are continuing to receive unsolicited packages of seeds that appear to be coming mainly from China. It clearly states the United States, Canada, India, Israel, Poland, Japan, Ireland, Germany, Australia, the United Kingdom, and France are some of the countries affected. So many countries, and we can see many of these countries are facing their second wave of COVID just shortly after these scams happened. And this
And
was
actually, what I wanted to also highlight here is that after these unsolicited seeds started coming in, and we can very clearly see that the second wave, third wave that is coming in are of a variant which seems to be fatal and untreatable. So many people are dying. Actually, do you remember? It was months, I think it was in the last year, when Somjit said, this is not a natural one. It is man-made.
man-made. It's a
Somjit
bio war.
warned us. Somjit told, this is just to wipe out a huge population. Understand, this is a tactic used upon us. What is happening right now is not, it's no way anything that you can even imagine with anyone with little humanity would do. Understand, this is not against Hinduism. Please wake up. Still, many of you are thinking, oh, this has happened because we are Hindus. No, it is much beyond now. It is beyond. The war that is happening, the war we are facing today is much beyond. It is not about we are Hindus or not. It is humanity is facing it today. Each of you can share. How are each of you facing this? Each of you can share. Oh God, I'm seeing like so many comments just flooding. I'm just going to read a few. I'm confused. Terry Fenn is telling I'm confused. What's going on? Nithyananda Devika Rani is saying Nithyananda is shocking. Swamiji, please save us all.
Suzanne Davidson is saying so much of corruption in media. Understand, it is not just corruption, it is a strategic bio war. Always, before such bio wars are launched, there'll be a programmed confusion that will be caused, where there'll be so much of havoc amongst people, and targeted people will be attacked using this. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been the primary target of these anti-Hindu, anti-human, anti-social militant mafia gang, which has again now sent pathogens and possible many, we do not know. There might be so many possibilities that can happen with this unidentified, unsolicited seed package that was attempted to be delivered at Adi Kailasa Sarvagya Peetam. And here Keller Berosat is saying, I'm not getting any recent or accurate news with those hashtags. Now,
actually, Mark Keller, that's exactly why we are requesting. You're saying this garbage saying that somebody closed all of the Kailasas in April. Exactly, Mark. People need to know what is happening. We really request each of you that are watching here, understand it's no more time. We don't have time right now. It is no more any question of anything else. It is not a question about whether you are having, I know you're going to talk for Hindus, whether you're going to talk for Swamiji. No. Right now, to save yourself, you need to right now spread this information. What is happening? Please share with people what Swamiji is actually doing. Please share with people. People need to know that the Kailasas are open. And this is what still, after facing so much, this is what humanity is still giving back to the avatar. This is what humanity is giving back to itself. It is like throwing a stone on top and standing under it. It is obviously going to come on your head. That's exactly what's going on right now. Prabjot Gill has posted, the wake-up call is loud and clear, a lot of angry emojis. And I'm seeing Shipra Prasadika Nandama has posted, it's very shocking.
And Jun Vamadeva Shivam has actually posted, I would like to highlight that. Ma Jun has posted, CNN News reported that Biden is looking into the possibility that COVID is man-made in China. And there are many people who are posting, yes, please do. I request everybody to also go ahead and Google for yourself about this unsolicited seed packages being delivered to people, because what we are talking is not something out of the blue, is not something new. This is a programmed bio war that has been launched.
Actually, I would like to respond to this comment. Hinduism now has posted, better to do some intense gym, yoga, and chanting for detox and power manifestation than getting angry and violent. I'm so sorry, Aya. I think I would like to differ. I beg to differ in this perspective because I feel we being silent will be the only crime that we can do. Understand, if you feel the negative forces are too active, please understand and realize it is because we people are being quiet. Both are equally criminal. Ours is much more criminal because we know that it's a crime and keeping quiet and allowing that crime to continue. We did the same thing when the world persecuted the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, when the anti-Hindu element persecuted the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the avatar. And today, humanity is facing the backlash of it. Understand, please now wake up. The wake up call is really loud and clear that it is no more. We don't have time. We really don't have time.
Actually,
you are saying you don't have Twitter. I would really recommend create one now. Go ahead and really, we need to share. We need to tell.
Actually, we request everybody that are watching, those who are joining in live, many of you are posting, you're joining in live. And yes, I'm sure many of you are surprised seeing the comments, flood of comments saying, Swamiji, please protect. What is this? Who's behind this? Yes, this is absolutely a shocking, a breaking news. Please do go ahead to Twitter, use the hashtag COVID-19, hashtag unsolicited seeds, hashtag Nithyananda and hashtag Kailasa. Please, each of you, we request each of you to take this step because everyone needs to understand this is not something new. This is a strategic planned bio war launched. And every first world country that has took great steps or bigger steps to prevent this COVID, or many ways, many countries, we all read out the list of countries also for all of you have received this unsolicited seed package. Now, because Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened up Kailasa, the moment Swamiji opened up Kailasa for humanity, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also has been targeted by these anti-Hindu militants, and this unsolicited seed package have been delivered at Adi Kailash. Actually, we are now going to show you all the exact evidence, the pictures, and the screenshots of what was received in Adi Kailash. We're actually going to show you all the whole presentation, the whole pictures of what exactly happened, because I am sure now many of you are posting, yes, this unsolicited seeds have been delivered in the recent past, but after 10 months, the moment, just few days after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism announced about opening Kailasas, you all can see the unsolicited seed package and the news about it and what the Adi Kailash administrators shared live from Adi Kailash. We are just going to show you all the pictures of the envelope and the picture of the bill, clear bill that was delivered to us by the India Post, the Customs Department of the Indian government.
All of you can see this is exactly the envelope in which we had received it. All of you can see, understand, you all, I'm just going to be showing even the bill to all of you. This is the, I would like to highlight it here. You all can see the word seeds here. This parcel was containing unsolicited seeds. And this is what we had received yesterday. Please understand the seeds by themselves can have deadly virus in it. Understand, these have been genetically engineered and they may be extremely fatal, and this new variants that are coming in is a plan, a sinister conspiracy to finish off humanity.
Actually, those of you that are not able to see, please understand what bill we have projected is from the Office of Deputy Commission in India, and this is directly this is a direct government department that has posted, and I would like to read out the message. It says, please refer to the above parcel containing seeds in quotes imported through the post. Please understand, imported seeds. Isn't it so ironic? Because Adi Kailash produces organic food by itself. We have our own farms, and it is very unusual, highly unlikely for us to get any such orders. But a mysterious, unordered package was delivered at Adi Kailash Sarvagnya Peetam. We're actually going to show you all even the farming that happens in Adi Kailash. So this is extremely uncalled. It is totally mysterious, and this seed package was delivered. The Customs Department of the Indian government clearly putting in quotes this unsolicited seed package is being delivered, is being attempted to deliver to the Adi Kailash Sarvagnya Peetam. Why? Because the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the doors of Kailasa to the public. Why was that campus targeted? Who is behind this? And
sorry for the technical glitch. I hope all of you are able to see now. I'm just going to be taking you all through, as like Nithyananda was actually mentioning. It's ironic because what you all are seeing right now in front of you is organic farming. People, we produce these foods to people, we share these foods with people. All of you can see this is the organic farming that's happening here in Adi Kailasa. This is the organic farming. What for we are going to get imported seeds? Understand, this is so ironic. What you all are seeing right now in front of you in your screen is just a picture of the gardens that we have where we do the organic farming, starting from rice and paddy till whether we are getting the carrots or the spinach, everything is homegrown in the most organic way as per the agamas.
And viewers, please listen. All the viewers that are watching us now, please listen. We have a few questions for you. Who is behind this? And why, during the time of pandemic, exactly after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the doors of Kailasa to the public, why the main campus which was opened, the Adi Kailasa Sarvagnya Peetam, the headquarters which was open to a large group of public, why was that campus targeted? Why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was targeted? Who is behind this? We have this as a question for all the viewers. Every viewer, we request everybody that are watching us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, every platform, go ahead to Twitter, use hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag unsolicited seed package, and please use these hashtags and share with us your views, your opinion. We request everybody to do this. Please go ahead, share with us your views, your opinions. What do you think? Who do you think is behind this? What do you think is the intention? Do you think it is merely just because it's merely a small scam? No. It is directly attacking humanity. Don't even think it is just attack on Hinduism. Oh, there's just another this thing. No. This is direct attack on humanity because the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism stood as a loud voice to protect humanity during this bio war. Directly, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was targeted. And please listen, the one of the most important point that needs to be highlighted in this whole sinister conspiracy is the exact campus that is preparing to receive thousands of people, where hundreds have already started to come in. That campus was targeted and said, you all can see this already, so many hundreds of people starting to enjoy this multi-layer preventive quarantine at Adi Kailasa. You all can see the pictures of this quarantine happening and how all these common public is starting to enjoy. And even organic farming is one of the primary activity. This is a very, very sinister planned conspiracy to attack, to destroy, to erase humanity, to erase the population.
Actually, just to show all of it, this is where the accommodation And actually, one important thing is that so today we have 50% of the world's population don't have access to the right medicines. Here we have five types of medicines. I mean, the five types, five different fields like allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, naturopathy, and Siddha. Apart from this, the spiritual healing and the best organic sattvic food. You all know we have been talking about this. You all have experienced it. Many of you have visited, so you know what is there. And you can see actually this is just a few pictures of the medical preparation. Like we have a full-time, fully equipped ambulances that are available. There are full oxygen cylinders. There's tablets. There's medicines. Everything prepared for all the people, just so that people are able to be alive. And this is just few pictures.
And you all
of
can
it.
see even the accommodation, how the whole Adi Kailash, the campus is ready to accommodate 25,000 plus people. You all can see, including cots, beds, and stay, the dormitories, the temple, the Annadan, Annalayas, food services, medical department. Everything is prepared to receive. We are already having hundreds of people. You all can see the pictures of how so many hundreds of people from different parts of India, only to protect their lives immediately after the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, have come in to take the preventive and protective multi-layer quarantine at Adi Kailasa. Immediately after so many hundreds of people, after this announcement went public, after so many people started coming in, this unsolicited seed package, a mysterious seed package, was sent to India. This was sent by the Department of Post, Ministry of Communications of Government of India. This was, sent meaning this was also, this whole thing was delivered by the India Post, where so many governments took steps to stop such unsolicited seed packages. Exactly. This was delivered to Adi Kailash by a department of the Indian government.
Actually, I'm so sorry. I'm not going against the government. I'm not here pointing out at the government at all. All I am trying to show to all of you, both of us are trying to explain. All that we are trying to explain to you is only that please understand what was 10 months ago this started. Just go to the news. You would see the news articles. Just go to the news and see. You will see tons of articles that talk about this, that are saying about how we just showed you even the pictures of it. How what we are seeing right now, what like this whole unsolicited seeds that we are talking about right now is not something new, but 10 months ago, this was something like very like popular, and where like everywhere in the world they were talking about this. People are sharing about it, and it was a very viral news. Actually, it started from people from the US, Canada, and US, Canada, New Zealand, Japan. These are the and UK. So actually, UK announced clearly telling, Great Britain announced clearly telling that completely it's going to be banned. Then the US announced, then everywhere, all over the world, it was a ban that was put telling these unsolicited seeds, anybody receives such seeds, do not use it. Immediately report it to the local FDA. Immediately give it back to the government, because these are containing some dreadful pathogens. And what happened to it after that? 10 months before it started, what was the conclusion after that? I don't, where is any official announcement?
Why is the media silent?
Exactly.
Why? Who is behind this? What is the motive? All the viewers, everybody, all the e-Kailashans that are watching us, and all the netizens on Twitter, we request each of you to think, this is not an attack just on Kailasa alone. This is an attack on humanity. This is an attack on the lives of humanity. And because the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has stood up as a voice to protect humanity, this whole attack is launched on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So we request every viewer on Twitter, every viewer that are watching us, please go to Twitter. We have a few questions for you. Who do you think is behind this? What do you think is a motive of sending an unsolicited seed package at the campus where thousands of people are going to be taking protective and preventive COVID care quarantine? and where 25,000 plus people are going to be accommodated, where thousands and thousands of people are going to be taken care. So many children, so many women, so many young adults, so many youths, so many old age people are going to be staying as their refuge for the protection of the during the COVID pandemic, for their protection. Now, what do you all think? What is the motive? Why do you think the Supreme Pontiff was targeted?
Please go ahead and share on Twitter. Actually, just highlighted a few news articles for all of you. I'm just going to be showing some of these news articles. You can see how unsolicited seeds and other packages are going across different places. And this is a government website. The US government website has clearly announced that you have to stay away from it. And no, you cannot even throw the seeds away. Please understand, please note, you cannot throw the seeds away, but you're expected to hand it over. So understand, it's not about, oh, somebody might consume, it might be poisonous. No, the seeds contain the pathogen. You all are very well aware now how last year it was very clearly told that COVID-19 was not airborne, but then later it was found that COVID-19 was airborne. The variants started coming, different types of variants in the virus. It stopped responding to certain vaccines. We all started seeing deaths like in an unfathomable rate. Where do you think all this is leading to? Do you think this is something? It's understand, it's not a scam. I don't want to use the word scam because the word scam will just play this whole thing down. No, this is a conspiracy.
It's a sinister conspiracy
Exactly.
against humanity, not just Hindus.
It is against humanity. It is not, it's no more Hindus. Please realize it and please wake up. This year, the message of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on an auspicious day like Nithyananda Purnima, it was not anything else but for us to stay alive, and very clear warning about what is going on, what a type of bio war it is. Understand, realize at least now and wake up. If you want this to be told to people, I really feel it is unfair, most cruel, inhumane to do this, because Swamiji very clearly established. We started seeing how people, when they're coming here, whole immunity started developing. Suddenly, people, even if they had cold or cough outside, after they stepped in, a lot of people are experiencing healing. Such amazing ambulance.
And yes, one is the spiritual healing and ambulance, but even medically,
Exactly.
even physically, the protection, the scientific measures that are taken, and the medical care that is being provided, the lifestyle that is being provided, each of you need to know. Are the Kailash and the Kailasas around in India, especially in the Southeast Asian belt, each of the campuses are prepared to receive thousands of people to accommodate all of them. Now, please understand, everybody, we all need to wake up to this. It is high time that we understand the whole plan, the whole thing is a conspiracy, a sinister conspiracy that is directly launched against humanity. And because the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is standing as an unbiased, strong, compassionate voice, opening all of his doors to humanity, irrespective of their religion, race, caste. This time, there is no. Swamiji clearly has opened this up to anybody and everybody that wants to protect themselves.
Actually, I'm just going to read out. We have a lot of comments that are coming in. And Ma Terifen, you're asking mass depopulation. Exactly. That is what is happening. Just wake up and see, look around. Whether it is the way, whether it's the food that we are eating, or whether it is anything. See, actually, you can just see whether it is the foods that you're eating. There are actually so many foods that are coming in which are making people impotent. If you see, the potency rate has gone down so much in the recent years. Why? Each of these that we are seeing are all proofs. Exactly, Matarif, and what you said is true. Mass depopulation. Yes, as you think, we all need to band together and fight our governments. Please understand, we all really need to band together.
Actually-
As you're telling, Ma,
Actually, live viewers, just as we are talking, we have one of the viewer who's commenting. Ma Amaresha Ananda has commented, "This is true, Ma. When I received the seeds in the mail, the Department of Agriculture in California picked up the seeds in gloves, instructed me not to throw it
God.
away and keep them outside my house. Please listen.
my
We have a viewer who's just commenting, who lives in the US in California, who's commenting saying she also received this unsolicited seed package back in her home in California. Yes, Ma Amaresha Ananda, you can just go ahead further and also comment with us. See, she has commented saying she did receive such seeds even back in California, and the Department of Agriculture in California picked up the seeds in gloves and instructed
My
her
God.
not to throw it away and to keep
God.
outside the house. Where government are taking such measures, we have viewers who are common public living in different parts of the world, who are sharing even they have received. Understand, this is not a small scam. This is not a mistake, or this is not a small attack. Please understand, to all those who are ignorant as usual, who try to brush it off saying, oh, this might be just another thing. No, this is a strategic, planned war, bio war against the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, who is the voice of, who is standing as a voice of all of humanity, not just Hindus. We want to make that very clear. Understand, during this whole pandemic, Swamiji never said, oh, only it is for Hindus. This is open. We have had so many people from so many countries, cultures, backgrounds, race, so many people who were benefiting, who are benefiting, who will be continuing to benefit from the protection that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism extends continuously for humanity. We have Adi Kailash and so many other campuses which are prepared to receive thousands and thousands of people, to accommodate them, not just providing spiritual support, providing medical support, educational support, economical support, food support, every possible way.
Actually, we are having a
during this
lot of
pandemic.
comments coming in that I would like to read out here. Yes, Mahasatya, yes. As you're saying, it is population control. Ma Terry Finnan, actually in response to what Ma Merisha had shared, telling how the government, the Californian government actually came with gloves and picked up the seeds. She's asking, in gloves? You'd wear regular seeds. Why use gloves? It sounds fishy. Exactly. Actually, this is official, Ma Terry Finn. You can actually go and see the US website, the government website. It's very clear that this is a channel, medium for the pathogens to spread. Exactly as so many of your.
My God, we have Manitya Dharmadhara Ananda who's commented, I also received this seed that I did not order from China. Actually, we would like to just make one thing clear. We have received this Kailasa stands as an apolitical nation. This is not against any government, any particular country, or anything. But this mysterious package of seeds, unsolicited seed package that has been received, and this is, we are just bringing forth the facts and factual presentation. What we are quoting to all of you are from news articles, which also we are clearly mentioning the sources, which are local media houses from respective countries which follow their respective laws and which are publishing these news. We are quoting the news published, the media articles published from various media houses under their respective governments. But Kailasa stands as an apolitical nation, bringing forth to you the facts, the persecution, that attack that we are facing. We have had
Actually,
so many people who are commenting
I'm
that
just
they
shocked.
have received these
Wow,
unsolicited
my
seed
God.
packages too.
My God, actually, I just wanted to tell one thing. See, Ma Dharmadhara or Ma Amaresha, when was it you guys received these packages? It was months before, right? Because, yes, there was a news. This was like all across. It was very viral. 10 months before this was received. I just wanted to highlight one thing to all of you. Did you all notice that after what happened to the news, how come it died down? How come the media is silent about it? How come such a big news, there is no conclusion about it? And how come the same package came to Adi Kailasa, the only savior for humanity now, just yesterday? How is that possible? How is this even possible? Think. Do not just think, pause and think. Ask your questions on Twitter. I really actually request everyone.
Actually, Ma Amaresh Ananda, Ma Dharmadhara Ananda, Ma Durjati Nithyananda, and Brian Birch, Murthy Aduriyaya, Ma Jalandhara Sitananda, Ma Devika Rani. We request each of you to go to Twitter, use hashtag unsolicited seats, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, and use hashtag COVID-19. Please share your views, your stories. Ma Dharmadharananda is saying, yes, Ma 10 months ago. I request you to go to Twitter, use hashtag unsolicited seats, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag COVID-19. Please understand, if in respective countries, we have Amaresha from California, US, and Ma Dharmadharananda from Canada. Now, many of them, each of them are saying how their governments took steps to stop. Ironically, here, the package received in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham was sent by the Department of Customs of the Government of India, which we are projecting to you. We have projected to you the bills, the clear receipts received to us from the Indian Post, and which is one of the government-based service that is in India, where governments are taking action to stop it. We can see here in Speed Post, this was delivered to Adi Kailash, and here we can see with the tracking number how the government of India, the Office of Deputy Commission of India, has clearly sent this to us saying, please refer to the above parcel containing in quotes seeds imported through the post. We all can clearly see where governments come and use gloves to pick up the package and say citizens not to accept it. Here we have the department that has sent this unsolicited seed package to Adi Kailash, the campus which is accommodating tens and thousands of people during this highly sensitive time of the COVID pandemic. We leave the rest to the viewers. We request each of you to think, who is behind this? Why at this time of pandemic? Why primarily targeting the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who's opening up to protect so many thousands of people? Why do you think it is at this point in time? Why do you think 10 months after, even after which the media still remains quiet, why do you think this package of seeds primarily targeted on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism? Who do you think is behind this? Go to Twitter, use hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag unsolicited seeds, hashtag COVID-19.
Actually, this particular thing was about this unsolicited seeds was all across the newspapers. You can see. But the thing is, all these were 10 months ago. You all can see the dates. You can see here, it's in July 28, 2020, August 26, 2020. It's all in 2020. What? How come it's happening now? How come just less, I think it was 48 hours ago, we received, the Kailash is receiving this package. You ask the people who needs to be asked about this. Understand, it is very important we reach this message to the world, because every time that we keep quiet, thinking someone else is going to be taking care, someone else is going to do, we are suffering. We are suffering, thinking as if someone else is going to do. No. Every time you are quiet, every time you are not telling to people, every time you are not sharing this to the world, you are being part of the crime. You are doing something against humanity. Do not continue this. It is time we break from the silence. It is time that we let us go all out and tell. Let us go all out. Tell to the world what is going on.
Please wake up. Stand up. This is not a mere scam. This is not a small thing. This is an attack on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is standing as a savior, as a representative, as a voice for humanity, to protect humanity at this whole time of the pandemic. Dear viewers, we request everybody to take a few minutes to ponder upon who do you think is behind this? What do
Actually,
you think is the motive? Why do you think the supreme pontiff of Hinduism was the target? Why do you think the media remains quiet? Please let us know your views, your opinions, your thoughts on Twitter with hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag unsolicited seeds, and hashtag COVID-19. The hashtags are projected on the screen in the scroll.
I'm getting a lot of comments, lot of messages. Actually, we want to continue this after a short break. Please go ahead, do your research, and be back. Just a quick break so that everybody can take your time and Google about this, and let's be back. So let's take a short break and we'll be back. We have to continue this. We have to say this to the world.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda viewers, welcome back. And now it's time for us to get ready and be prepared to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. So we'll now be entering into preparing ourselves to receive the Bhava Samadhi darshan. So let's understand what is Bhava Samadhi darshan. Manifesting the divine with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. A beautiful Shastra Pramana from Malini Vijayottara Tantra, which says, Katanat Shakti Patadva Yadva Padavalokanat Prasadat Swaguro Samyak prapyate paramam padam. By the enlightening teachings of the Guru, Katana, by the Shakti Pada, the graceful transmission of the spiritual powers from the Guru, by looking at the sacred feet of the Guru, or by the complete loving favor of the Guru, Prasada, the ultimate goal and space, Paramam Padam, is attained. From Malini Vijayottara Tantra, the 60th verse. This is exactly what we are all going to experience today. The Shaktipada, the loving grace of the Guru, the compassion of the Guru, ultimately the darshan of the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. What is Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in time, in space and time. Rather, the darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of time and space. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Now, Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. The brain neurons mirror, activate, and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing, without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the subconscious energy radiated by the avatar. The science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan knows no distance, a phenomena modern science is just discovering and terms as quantum tunneling. Our thoughts per second reduces significantly and we relax into a space beyond thoughts, thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. That is, we and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. Now, let us understand Bhava Samadhi Darshan in the terms of a scientific phenomena called quantum tunneling. Now, what is quantum tunneling? It is the probability of a quantum particle, like an electron, which with less kinetic energy to cross over the potential energy of an energy barrier. An electron acts both as a wave and a particle. Imagine a scenario when what happens when an electron with less kinetic energy is approaching a hill. Will the electron be able to cross over the potential energy or peak of the hill? As a particle, the electron will require higher kinetic energy to cross over the potential energy of the hill, or it will not roll back. Or it will roll back, sorry. So as a particle, the electron will require higher kinetic energy to cross over the potential energy of the hill, or it will roll back. However, as a wave, the electron has the ability to pass through by propagating itself through the hill and go to the other side. So it will propagate itself and it will reach the other side. This is the science behind quantum tunneling. Now, this same science is imposed on the people who witness the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. What really happens during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Our neurons of the divine are able to mirror the neurons of the divine. So that is because our neurons are able to mirror the neurons of the divine immediately. Through quantum tunneling, we are able to travel through the divine energy and mirror the exact same neurons. What is the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Bhava Samadhi, Bhagavan Sri Krishna describes the Bhava Samadhi Darshan as when Krishna saw his extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and undescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. After due consideration, I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika. This is from Chaitanya Kathamrita, the 4th chapter. So beautifully, Bhagavan Sri Krishna describes about his own sweetness. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nija Avatar manifesting Paramashiva. The consciousness expresses the being of Paramashiva through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form, the embodied form for us to manifest Paramashiva. We already saw this. Okay. So Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as the Nija Avatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Subramanya and manifests as the Nija Avatara, the physical form of Bhagavan Muruga. Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. In the case of Mahavishnu, the consciousness of Parandama, Bhagavan Parandama, expresses the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as the Nijavatara in the physical form of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. Now, the difference between the Bhava Samadhi Darshan and the Archavatara, where the divine lands in the form of a deity in the temple, and in the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the divine lands in the form of, in a physical embodied form, in a human body. So what is the difference? Now, in the case of the Archavatara, a deity in the temple, the consciousness expresses through the being of that particular divine energy. So it is the consciousness which is formless and the being which is, which has a Divya Sharira, right? It doesn't have a physical form, but it has its divine form, Divya Sharira, the light body. Now, in the case of a Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the consciousness of the divine energy expresses through the being and manifests in the physical form. So that is why it is very easy for us to connect with any divine being through the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, whether it is Devi Parashakti or Kala Bhairava or Lingodbhava or Bhagavan Subramanya or Venkateshwara. It's so easy for us because you are actually seeing it in flesh and bone, just like how when the divine comes, how they land. So it's so easy for us. The deities in the temple are extremely powerful. Just that we may not be the human beings today, especially with so much of plastic food and toxins being dumped into the body, we may not be mature enough to be able to tune in to their frequency, to be able to receive the higher level experiences just from an Archavatar. But from a physical embodied manifestation, the avatar comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. Now, when we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Nija Avatar, manifesting beings of Paramashiva, of the various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. The dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatara for us to experience the same is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of existence. Our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. Now, even without much effort from our side, our very biomemory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. To have a glimpse of having the darshan of the avatar cleanses karmas of lifetimes and creates a deep and a lasting transformation in us. Now, in the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, what is the best space to be in to receive the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? The space of gratitude. Gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness on all levels: physical, psychological, and ultimately the conscious level. And the darshan meditation as a preparation helps us to fall into the space of gratitude. And it is during that time that we drop the conscious resolution, the Satya Sankalpa of anything we want or need in our life. Be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. That is all you need to manifest the best for your life in the lives of people around you. So, what is the right context to receive the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Let's all sit with the context that I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidan, and His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And you are in this body. You are the source of both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. So now let's get ready to set up the Panchopachara Puja kits, the sandalwood paste, the powder, the flowers, the incense sticks, the lamp, the food offering, and the Nevedyam. So let's get ready for the Panchopachara Puja. And we will now be entering into the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra. So let's take a few minutes to set up the Panchopachara Puja.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Please go ahead and set up the Panchopachara Puja kits. Just giving you a few minutes so you can set up the puja kits, and let's get ready for the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, a blessing bestowed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Through Kailasa's Department of Human Services and Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been extending this service to humanity, attending and bestowing the prayers, praying on behalf of humanity for various causes. Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has blessed the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra as a Diksha, initiation to transmit extraordinary spiritual experience. Just like how an avatar transmits extraordinary powers, Shakti, spiritual experiences and cognitions, just through words, mantra, sparsha, touch, and naina, look. Similarly, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism births himself as Nithyananda. We apologize for the technical glitch. Now let us enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. The Paramashiva Dhyana mantra is a prayer blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as a Diksha to transmit extraordinary spiritual experiences, its benefits to humanity at large. Through Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship and Kailasa's Department of Human Services, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has extended this service to countless number of humans, changing, transforming their lives, attending their prayers, answers, and bestowing them with boons. Now, this Paramashiva Dhyana mantra has been blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as a Diksha to transmit extraordinary experiences, blessings, and boons to people. Just like how an avatar transmits powers, grace, Shakti, and his energy through Nayana, a look, or Sparsha, a touch. Similarly, an avatar births himself in the form of mantras or words, transmitting these extraordinary experiences to thousands of people. Now, to everybody that are watching us, the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra that we are going to be chanting now, we are going to be offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Sankalpa mantra to Devi Parashakti, who is manifesting in her embodied form as a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And now we are going to be offering this prayer to Devi Parashakti, who's going to be manifesting to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on behalf of each and every one of you. For each of you to experience complete protection during this whole pandemic time. To all of those who are directly, indirectly affected due to the pandemic, to all the families who've lost their loved ones, near or dear ones, due to the COVID pandemic, we are offering the prayers on behalf of each and every one of you to Devi Parashakti in an embodied form as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, for her to bestow blessings, grace, protection to all the children who've lost their parents, their family members, their loved ones during the pandemic. We offer our prayers on behalf of each and every one of you to Devi Parashakti, for her to bestow grace, healing physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally to all of those who are affected in any of these levels during the pandemic. We request Devi Parashakti to manifest and protect, give immunity to people to handle all of the stress, the whole impacts of the COVID pandemic. We also pray for Devi Parashakti to bestow wealth, abundance, immense satisfaction in each and every one of your life. We offer our prayers to Devi Parashakti for her to bestow completion and stability in relationships during the times of the pandemic. We offer our prayers to Devi Parashakti for her to remove any kind of fear or mental blockages for you to stay stable, stay complete and blissful during this whole pandemic time. We offer our prayers to Devi Parashakti for her to bestow immense inner stability, mental stability, and inner healing during the times of the pandemic. We offer our prayers to Devi Parashakti for her to bestow her love, compassion, and grace to the whole of humanity, guiding and leading all of them to be able to live a happy, peaceful, and a blissful life. We also we also pray to Devi Parashakti for her to protect, heal, and bestow her protection and Blessings to all the frontline workers, frontline doctors, and medical care team that is working to fight the pandemic at the ground levels in various countries.
We are going to be praying to Parashakti in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanitanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, so that any such cruelty that's happening for humanity is completely stopped and peace, protection is bestowed. We are going to be praying for her, the cosmic mother's ultimate protection for all of humanity and all of the lives in the world. With this prayers, let us now enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. Please sit straight. Sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Let us begin the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Hrim Nithyanandaya Namaha. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. Om Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Namami.
I surrender to that Sadguru who is the eternal bliss, the bestower of supreme happiness, the one who is the embodiment of wisdom, who is beyond duality, who is omnipresent, to whom the supreme goal is giving the enlightenment experience, who is eternal, pure, and unshakable, who is the silent spectator of all thought processes, who is beyond emotions, who is without the three qualities called the Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Let us now enter this resolution. When you make a conscious resolution in the presence of the avatar, the power of the Sankalpa itself will deliver the experience and manifest your reality.
Om Amopata Samasta Duritakshaya Dwara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartha. Asya Devadevasya Mahadevasya Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakasya.
Who is the God of all gods? Who is the greatest of gods? The Lord of the universes and multiverses. Who is the Lord of the gods?
Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tiro Bhava Anugraha Ke Panchakritya Parayanasya.
The one who does the five cosmic actions of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, and liberation.
Adimadhyantarahikasya Prameya Parakramasya Tattvartha Gocharasya.
The one who is the beginning, middle, and end. The one who is immeasurable.
Akarukara Makaratmaka Pranavatmakasya Vrishabharudhasya Mahadevasya.
Who is the essence of the Akara, Ukara, Makara, and the Omkara. The one who is the rider of the bull vehicle. The one who is Mahadeva himself.
Kamikadivatulanta Mahatantrakya Shaivagamaswarupasya Sakara Nigamagaswarupasya Shuddhadvaita Shaiva Swarupasya Nithyananda Padastasya Nithyananda Swarupasya Shuddha Sachidananda Vigrahasya Rupa Rupatitasya Sakala Nishkala Swarupasya Nitya Niranjana Niramaya Nirvikara Akhandadi Visheshanasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhutasya Sarvadeva Devi Swarupasya Bhagavataha Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya Cha Prityartham
शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते
अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीयपरार्धे श्रीश्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये
शुभनाम संवत्सरे
शुभायने शुभ ऋतौ शुभमासे शुभपक्षे शुभतिथौ शुभवासरयुक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ.
During this auspicious time, during the second half of the lifetime of Lord Brahma, during the Kalpa called Shvetavaraha, during the regime of Vaivasvatamanu, during the first quarter of the Yuga called Nitya Yuga, in the island called Jambu, in the continent called Bharatavarsha, in the subcontinent called Bharatakanda, in the southern side of Mount Meru, in the Shakayara, during the auspicious year, which is one of the set of 60 years, which is in practice of which Prabhava is the first year. In the auspicious ayana, in this auspicious season, in the auspicious month, in the auspicious paksha, the phase of the moon, on this auspicious tithi, the number of the days from the new moon and the full moon, on this auspicious day, during this auspicious nakshatra, the Vedic star, the auspicious yoga and the auspicious karana, during such an auspicious moment.
आदिकैलासे कल्पवृक्षस्य अधः नित्यानन्दनगरे स्मृतस्मृतानां मुक्तिदायके महाक्षेत्रे.
Now, we request all the participants, whether you're offering this for yourself or for someone else. If you're offering this for a male, kindly chant the male names now. Namadheyasya.
Now, we request all the female participants, whether you're offering this sacred chant for yourself or for someone else, we request you to chant all the names of the female members participating now. नाम्याः च यजमानानामावयोः सहकुटुम्बानां बन्धुवर्गाणां दायादिवर्गाणां मित्रवर्गाणां सोदरवर्गाणां समेषाम्.
For all those who are participants, hosts, and me with their families, relatives, inheritors, friends, brothers, and everyone.
सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वमङ्गलवाप्त्यर्थं स्थिरलक्ष्मी प्राप्त्यर्थं.
Always let there be all types of good and auspiciousness. Always let there be unbroken and steady flow of abundance, prosperity, and wealth.
सर्वेषां सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं चिन्तितमनोरथवाप्त्यर्थं.
Let the family always have all kinds of auspiciousness and anything which is desired be fulfilled.
समेषाम् आदिव्याधिनिवृत्त्यर्थं समेषां शिरादिपादपर्यन्तं
विद्यमानानां समेषु अङ्गेषु जनितजनिष्यमान सकलविधनानाविधरोगाणां व्यपोहार्थं तद्वारा रोगदृढगात्रवपो सिद्ध्यर्थम्.
Let all the chronic diseases be healed. Let all kinds of diseases and disorders in the body, starting from head till toe, which has occurred or which is yet to occur in the various parts of the body, be healed. Let a strong, diseaseless, healthy, handsome, and graceful body be obtained.
समेषां परैकर्तृभिश्च
कृतकरिष्यमान सकलविध मन्त्र तन्त्र यन्त्र विषचूर्ण आभिचार स्तम्भन मारण
उच्चाटन
विद्वेषण वशीकरणादि मान्त्रिक प्रयोगेभ्यः
रक्षण प्राप्त्यर्थं तद्वारा समेषां सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम्.
Let protection be obtained from all the evil effects of the acts performed by people either in the past or yet to be performed in the future through the use of mantras, tantras, yantras, poisonous spells, employing spells for malevolent purposes like making a person immobile, killing a person through vomiting and diarrhea, upsetting and ruining the health, poisoning, hypnotizing, etc. Let all the doshas and ill effects related to death like destiny, death, unnatural death, fatal death be removed.
दृष्टि बहिर्दृष्टि क्रूर दृष्टि व्यापार दृष्टि अनुकूल दृष्टि प्रतिकूल दृष्टि
Let all the evil effects of the eyes from let all the effects of the evil eyes from known and unknown sources, effects of cruelty filled eyes, evil eyes of business enemies, effects of evil eyes of people who may project as if they are our well wishers, and the effects of evil eyes of people who are against our well being be removed.
शत्रु बहि शत्रु क्रूर शत्रु व्यापार शत्रु अनुकूल शत्रु प्रतिकूल शत्रु इत्यादि सकलविध शत्रु बाधा निवृत्त्यर्थम.
Let all the effects of the inner enemies and outer enemies, fierce enemies and business enemies, enemies who project themselves as good, and enemies who work against our well-being be removed.
मातृशापादि सकलविध शापानां व्यपोहनार्थम.
Let the effects of all the curses right from the mother be removed.
अनादि अविद्यावासनया प्रवर्तमाने अस्मिन् महति संसार चक्रे विचित्राभिः कर्मगतिभिः विचित्रासु योनिषु पुनः पुनः अनेकधा जनित्वा.
From the time immemorial, due to ignorance, we get caught in the vast cycle of birth and death. Due to the effects of our action, we take birth again and again in various bodies, which is quite strange.
पुण्यकर्म विशेषेण भगवतः श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य परिवृतया कृपया इदानीन्तन मनुष्य जन्म प्राप्तवता.
Yet due to some good action with the extreme and the immeasurable compassion and the grace of Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we have been blessed with a human body.
जन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्म जन्मान्तरेषु सर्वैः कृतानां शिवनिन्दा देवी निन्दा गुरुनिन्दा दोषव्यपोहार्थं शिवापराध देव्यपराध गुरुपराध दोषव्यपोहार्थं.
Any kind of abuse we may have done to Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru in the present birth, past birth, or in any of the births be removed. Any kind of crimes, offences committed against Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru be removed.
ब्रह्महत्या सुरापान स्वर्णस्तेय गुरुकल्पगमन तत्संसर्गाख्य पंचमहापातकादि समस्त पाप व्यतिरिक्तार्थम.
Let the five great sins like killing a Brahmin, drinking prohibited alcohol, stealing gold, having illicit relationship with Guru's wife, one's own mother, elder sister, and other such motherly figures, and associating with those people who have committed one or the other above mentioned sins be removed.
अपि च सर्वै बाल्ये वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धक्ये च.
Let all the karmic effects of the action done as a child, adolescent, youth, and as an old age person.
जाग्रत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु.
Let all the karmic effects of the action done in the wakeful dream or deep sleep state.
इंद्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय व्यापारैः संभावितानां.
Let all the sins done through the karmendriyas, that is the five organs which perform action like speech, hands, feet, excretion and reproductive organs, and the jnanendriyas, the five organs which receive information like ears, eyes, nose, tongue and skin.
प्रकाशकृतानाम् अतिपातकानाम् उपपातकानां संकलीकरणानां मलिनीकरणानाम् अपात्रीकरणानां जातिभ्रंशकानां प्रकीर्तितानाम् एवं नवानां नवविधानां बहूनां बहुविधानां सर्वेषां पापानां सद्यः.
Let the sins which were done openly or secretly, let the greatest of the great sins, minor of the minor sins, multiple sins, sin like raping a woman, unjustifiable sin, sin of destroying the caste system, narrow-minded sins, such 9 sins and 9 types of sins, and more sins and more types of sins be removed immediately and instantly.
द्वारा समस्त मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थं शिव भक्ति देवी भक्ति गुरु भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवत्व परमशिव शक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं.
Through the removal of sins, let us be showered with all the auspiciousness, and let Paramashiva Bhakti, Devi Bhakti and Guru Bhakti be obtained. Let the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva and powers of Paramashiva be obtained.
कुटुम्बे सर्वदा सन्मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थं अन्योन्य प्रेमाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं पूर्णत्व सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वापनिवृत्त्यर्थं.
Let the whole family always be showered with all the auspiciousness. Let mutual love bloom among all the people. Let completion happen. Let all the mishap be removed. Let the healthy body be obtained instantly and immediately. Let longevity be bestowed.
व्यापारे उद्योगे च सर्वजनवशीकरणार्थं तद्वारा उन्नतोन्नतस्थानप्राप्त्यर्थम्.
Let your charisma impress everyone in the business and job, and through that, let you attain the best of the best position.
बहुधन सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं गृह कनक पशुपुत्र पौत्र धन धान्य सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थम्.
Let extremely wealthy and happy life happen. Let various wealth be showered in the form of house, gold, cattle, children, grandchildren, money, cranes, and all the comforts related to worldly life.
आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां दोषपीडा निवारणार्थम् आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणाम् आनुकूल्यता सिद्ध्यर्थम्.
Let all the malefic effects of the 9 planets be removed, and let the auspiciousness be bestowed by the grace of all the 9 planets.
भूम्यन्तरिक्षे विद्यमान भूत प्रेत पिशाच राक्षस ब्रह्मराक्षस वेताल कूष्माण्ड डाकिनी शाकिनी इत्यादि सर्वारिष्ट निवारणार्थम्.
Let all the evil effects that cause calamities on the planet Earth, the evil effects from various demonic beings like Bhuta, Preta, dead people, Pishacha, demon, Rakshasa, Brahma, Rakshasa, Vetala, ghost, Kushmanda, the class of demons, Dakini, little devil, Shakini, the kind of female demon be removed.
व्याकुलता निवारणार्थम्.
Let the mental confusion and worry be removed.
प्रारब्धे कर्मणि करिष्यमाणे कर्मणि आदिदैविक आदिभौतिक आध्यात्मिक विघ्न निवारणार्थम्.
Let all the obstacles be removed with regards to action done or going to be done related to God, world, and spirituality.
समस्तऋण निवारणार्थं धनलक्ष्मी धान्यलक्ष्मी संतानलक्ष्मी सौभाग्यलक्ष्मी विद्यालक्ष्मी शौर्यलक्ष्मी वीरलक्ष्मी विजयलक्ष्मी इत्यादि अष्टलक्ष्मी परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम्.
Let all the loans be removed. Let all the Ashtalakshmis like Dhanalakshmi, wealth, Dhanya-Lakshmi, food and grain, Santana-Lakshmi, offerings, Saubhagya-Lakshmi, fortune, Vidya-Lakshmi, knowledge, Shaurya-Lakshmi, bravery, Veera-Lakshmi, heroism, Vijaya-Lakshmi, success be showered.
परीक्षासोन्नतस्थाने विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं सर्वविद्यापारङ्गता सिद्ध्यर्थं मेधाशक्ति ग्रहणशक्ति अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम्.
Let the top rank be obtained in the examinations. Let all the excellence be acquired in all the fields of knowledge. Let the memory power, understanding ability be increased.
इत्यादि सकलविध सन्मङ्गलानि गुरुकृपाकटाक्षेण प्राप्त्यर्थम्.
By the grace of Guru, let all the above auspiciousness be showered upon.
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ़.
The one who has ascended the Madurai Adinam Shyamalapeetam, which is the supreme place of Kailasa, where Paramashiva resides and rules the whole cosmos and Kailasa.
श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमार.
The one who is no different from Meenakshi Sundareshwara, the most beloved son of Paramashiva and the young boy.
गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती संज्ञापान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रभृत.
The gem amongst gurus and the unequaled avatar, the one who received enlightenment by drinking the breast milk of Devi Parvati, the author of the famous Dravida Vedam, which is the essence of all the Vedas and Agamas.
श्रीमद् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्ता मे चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलाद समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती.
The one adorned by the quadrangular palanquin of pearl, received by the grace of Paramashiva, adorned by the musical instruments, umbrella, chambram, the sacred symbols of worship, etc., adorned by the hymns of praises, the one who has won the whole world by his enlightenment and the signs of enlightenment, and be accepted by all kings as the supreme ruler.
सर्वजन संग सज्जो निर्वाण दीक्षा वे अपवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी.
The showerer of Videha Mukti and the immutable state of enlightenment immediately by Nirvana Diksha to all people, the one who creates bliss protecting leader, the roaring lion and the trumpeting young elephant for other religion.
सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहर ध्वजो छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् विश्वध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे.
The Acharya who established Saiva Siddhanta, the Rajaguru of the Pandya king, who is the supreme king of all kings, the Guru who is also the Pandya king, the supreme king of all kings, the enlightening sun that removes the utter darkness of delusion, the one who installed the Rishabha flag, the creator and the reviver of Shaivism.
पीठारूढ़ श्री जगत गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुदित श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ प्रणव द्युतम गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who is the ruler of the Sarvanya Pita, the seat of omniscience, the avatar of such above mentioned attributes, the Guru of the whole world, Sri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami, Appar Sundara and Manika Vachakar Swami, the ruler of the kingdom of enlightenment, Shamala Pita Mahasamsthana, which was revived by Jnana Sambandha Swami, the one who has ascended the seat of omniscience, the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhana.
योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who has ascended the seat of Arunachala Sarvanya Pita in the lineage of Arunagiri Yogishwara.
परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिशतम गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who has ascended the seat of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvanya Pita as the 233rd Pontiff Guru Mahasannidhanam in the lineage of Kailasa.
कल्याण नित्य कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्रे.
The creator of the Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita, which is eternally celebrating auspicious festive and having the attracting energy of enriching.
परमेश्वर समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनीषा परिचंद्र भगीरथ रामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्ताभिषेक चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
there are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda
Apologizing for the technical glitch. We're resuming the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra from where we left off. साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर 1008 श्री महामंडलेश्वर महानिर्वाणिपीठ
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Nithyananda
साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटलपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर 1008 Shri Atalapitadeshwara of Atalapita, which is an unbroken lineage of founders starting from Bhagavan Mahaganapati, who is the leader of the Ganas, who was coronated by Bhagavan Paramashiva himself. Dharma Mukti Swargapura Swarna Pita Trayogam Shugur Mahasannidana, the 23rd Guru Mahasannidana of Dharma Mukti Swargapura Swarna Pita, Shri Kailasa Paramparagada Adi Pita Sarvagnya Pita Jagat Guru, the Jagat Guru of Adi Pita Sarvagnya Pita in the lineage of Kailasa, Shri Kailasa Punaruddharaka, Shri Kailasa Paramacharya, Shri Raja Diraja. Shri Kailasa Punaruddharaka, Shri Kailasa Paramacharya, Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Varya Sachidananda Pranaswarupa Shrotriya Brahmanishta, Srimad Jagat Guru, Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swaminam Prityartham, who is in the state of Paramahamsa, the Acharya of all sannyasis and parivrajakas, the embodiment of the pure thought, consciousness and bliss, the embodiment of the sacred syllable Om, the knower of the Vedas, the one established by super consciousness. Tesham pada ravindayoho bhakti siddhyartam, Guru Kripa Kataksha siddhyartam, Kshemasthirya Virya Vijaya Aira Rogya Aishwaryanam Abhivridyartam. धर्मार्थकाम मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशांत्यर्थम समस्त मंगल अवाप्यर्थम भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुंबस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम च Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameda Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameda Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhuta Sarvadeva Devi Swarupasya Bhagavataha Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya ध्यान षोडोपचार सर्वोपचार अर्चनाराधन पूजा प्रार्थनां करिष्ये ओम आनंदगंधनिलयाय नमः ओम भवरोगवेशजाय नमः ओम कल्पतरवे नमः ओम पशुपतये नमः ओम पाशविमोचकाय नमः ओम ईप्सितफलदायकाय नमः ओम भाग्यवृत्तिपरिवर्तकाय नमः ओम आदिव्याधिविनाशकाय नमः ओम समस्तकल्याणगुणान्विताय नमः ओम विडदिपुरीशाय नमः ओम श्री कैलासपतये नमः ओम शिवशक्त्यैक्यस्वरूपाय नमः ओम ह्रीं नित्यानन्दाय नमः ओम हां हां शिवाय नमः श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवाय नमः ओम श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव अवतारभूत सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिने नमः ओम नित्यानंदम. Now please sit straight with your hands the Atmanjali Mudra. Let us get ready to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Intensely chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Intensely chant the Mahavakya as we get ready to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. Let your whole body and being reverberate with the chanting of the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Intensely chant the Mahavakya. slowly. You can open your eyes. Today, we will not be having the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So we are now directly moving into the power manifestation segment. So we will now be entering into the power manifestation. So requesting all the participants and all our live viewers to join us for the next segment after a short break.
Vandanam. Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasyaadilakshయం Ekam Nityam. Video audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Into the science.
Let's understand science of our manifestation. Science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Scientific because all the things are repeatable and its manifestation is possible by each one of us. The pramanas, the evidences to go with the science of our manifestation from the Shastras first, the scriptures. Shastra Pramana, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Apta Pramana, Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamas, Alvar, Siddhas. All of them are authority of Hinduism, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of disciples, devotees, followers all around the world, initiated by Bhagavan into the science of power manifestation. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Again and again, Bhagavan beautifully gives us the pramanas to understand that higher superconsciousness, who we are, the pure existence of us as superconscious being. Each one of us can manifest all these powers. The evidence are clearly shown that they have done this, and we can experience that as our reality. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramana are from the Veda Agamas, eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures. This is for the power of teleportation. Scriptural reference from Spanda Karika, section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5.
3.5 यथा हि अर्थो स्फुतो दृष्ट सावधानेऽपि चेतसि भूयः स्फुटतरो भाति स्वबलोद्योगभावितः तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
This is from, source is from Spanda Karika, section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, indeed, just as an object or static matter, which in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual power. So when the yogi restores to the power of spanda, the dynamic activity in its highest essential nature of oneness with Paramashiva, then whatever thing or object or idea which is static matter or exist as its highest dimension in the whichever forms of the matter, whichever place or time, whichever state or dimension, that thing or the object at once appears and manifests in that very way by the nature of its strategic existence. In simple way, Bhagavan said in one small sentence, static matter, which is Paramashiva, who you are, the static matter, the dynamic activity, the actions, the perceiving of your reality as Parashakti, and strategic existence, your deep core cognition, the will that you have, not what you want you manifest in your life, what you believe, what you have digested, and what you are digested, what comes out as your reality. And that is exactly the sutra is talking about, how we exist as a highest consciousness, as matter. If you understand quantum, exactly the same thing will be as a quantum mechanics, where the quantum particle, how it assembles and how it acts and how it is existing, still people are not able to comprehend and use it as a reality. But the great science has been known to the rishis, munis, ganas, nayanamas, alvars, siddhas. All of them who are initiated into all these powers were able to manifest all these powers, how to use the quantum. And that's how Bhagavan is taking us to the next quantum space of manifesting our reality. Our reality, when we are stuck with outer world, we are stuck with small problem. It's like we are stuck in the school with some problem, but when we mature into a college, it's so simple for us. We didn't know why we even struggle with those things. Same way, how we can understand the higher reality, all that we are struggling will simply be in a very simple solution once we understand the bigger cognition. Bhagavan has beautifully given us the ultimate science that we can manifest as powers. And why do we need to manifest powers? Each of these powers remove the block inside us and create a deep completion that we start living with more auspiciousness and abundance as health, as wealth, as relation, as new creation of our job, and the ultimate oneness of Paramashiva itself. So the whole science starts manifesting from the way we exist. Bhagavan says, doing the power manifestation is the tapas in nowadays. We don't have to go outside and stand on one leg and do all the tapas. Bhagavan has done that. It's like we don't have to reinvent the bulb to have our light in our homes. Somebody has done that. Bhagavan says, I have done all that tapas for you. And now all I ask you is to sit relaxed, entangle with me, and manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Just by being in the oneness with Paramashiva, few moments, simply it manifests as reality. Such an easy way Bhagavan has given. How in technology things have become very easy for us to send a mail or make a phone call, which was impossible 40 years back. To send a mail, it took like ages if you have to go across the globe. But now it's just click away. Same way, now we don't have to do tapas like Ravana for 1,000 years or Vishwamitra for 10,000 years. We can just sit back with a coffee cup or a chocolate cup and entangle with Bhagavan, be in that oneness space and manifest as powers. And those few seconds that we manifest as powers again and again, when you experience the bliss, you will know the higher reality, how you exist and how these powers are manifested. More and more the fluttering period settles down. Fluttering period is you don't know how it happens and why it happens. But more and more you start manifesting these powers. Simply you start understanding how it is happening inside you. Whenever you are in oneness with Paramashiva, it just manifests as reality. So let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramanas are the rishis, munis, ganas, nayanamas, alvars, siddhas who have manifested all these powers. This is from the source is from the devotee of Sai Baba, and this is in the sixth paragraph, sixth line. It says so beautifully, you can see the picture how they wanted blessings for some material they had prepared, and simply they saw the vibhuti appear on all of that. Another miracle happened just 2 days ago, 23rd November, in the just before the Jayanti celebration of Bhagwan's birthday celebration. They had so much of packet, 88 packet, give the food to nearly needy people and prepared 88 food packets. To their surprise, more than 300 people showed up. They did not have enough food. They chanted 108 times Gayatri and 108 times Sai Gayatri throughout the night and the morning. They served not 88 but 300 but 500 people. How it increased, they don't know. And simply all this manifestation simply happens when you are in the oneness with Paramashiva. And many a times we have seen that happening in the Adinams also. When Bhagavan's Annalaya simply starts giving away the food, it doubles and simply starts happening more and more. It is there. And also there is one more clipping of how Baba is doing the Abhishekam. Sai Baba is doing the Abhishekam, and you can see it pouring of vibhuti just like that from an empty pot. The same pot is being lifted and it is held upside down in a very mild way. It's not like as though somebody is holding a heavy pot. It'll be completely different the way you hold the pot, but it's an empty pot and completely it starts showering on the deity. All these are not just some hand trick or magic, but something beyond that. How does it occur? How does it happen? And all these are beautifully shown how Baba has materialized so many times all these vibhuti and kumkum. These are some of the devotees, Shakshi Pramana, who have manifested and teleported from one point to another. And beautifully they say how the Meru has completely taken all the kumkum from the other Meru. You can see it. And also scientific study has clearly shown there is a physical evidence of teleportation of structures ranging from the sacred ash to a larger object across the continent. Example, Nithyananda Paramashivam, Bengaluru Adinam, to several international locations. And that we'll see right now also, the teleportation which happens miles together across, and so beautifully it manifests as reality. Bhagavan is initiating in the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana, where Bhagavan is initiating the Singapore center and the deities are manifesting the kumkum and vibhuti that Bhagavan sent. Doing the prana pradishta, Bhagavan himself narrates.
The prana pratishtha, along with the prana pratishtha of Durga Devi, we also had prana pratishtha of Nithyanandeshwara, Nithyanandeshwari and Nithyananda in Singapore. The Singapore deities were consecrated, the prana pratishtha was done, and after the prana pratishtha I said kumkum and vibhuti will materialize, and it has already started materializing on the deities. Means the prana pratishtha is done, the process is complete. Beautiful. Now the Singapore temple and Sangha will happen beautifully, and Nithyanandeshwara, Nithyanandeshwari and Nithyananda, who are now gracing the Singapore, will bless the whole Singapore.
So beautiful that Bhagavan is blessing the whole Singapore Adinam to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Let's start with the guidelines and instruction for manifesting the powers. If you have the Jnananjan in your locket, please take it. This is the Kantamala, the locket is there, and if you have, take it and apply in your third eye and your temples. And please keep all the phones recording on with the timestamp. These are such a beautiful moment to record how it moves from one location to another location. You can keep a couple of cups with basma, or you can have Jnananjan, you can have turmeric, you can have sandalwood, you can have kumkum, any of the powders that you can have, hold it in cups that you already know where it is. And on the other side, you can have closed cup or open cup, but completely take a picture of it before you start the whole thing, so that you know authentically there is nothing, absolutely nothing in those cups which you're going to teleport to. You can do teleport across to somebody's place, that you can call them, tell them that you are manifesting for them, and simply they will be blessed when they receive the teleportation. When it assembles, when it is, the whole thing becomes into quantum and then reassembles as matter, consciousness to matter, it is blessed by Paramashiva, so it becomes a prasada. You can receive the prasada from Bhagavan and use it for healing any of the things. All these are huge healing material that we can use it as our quantum space that we have experienced with Bhagavan. The oneness space that you experience with Bhagavan, the Paramashiva space, who you are, the original space, that you have manifested such an amazing possibility, which can't be experienced anywhere else other than the Kailasa courtyard, where Bhagavan's presence is there in each one of you, manifesting these powers. All these powers are manifested by Bhagavan himself through you when you are in the oneness with Paramashiva. When you understand that there is something more than the body and the mind, which is the auspicious space that you can all experience. When you go into that space of oneness, simply you are entangling with him in quantum space and materializing or teleporting the vibhuti into the other place, which is quite possible that we saw the evidences. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. And once you're set with all these cups, start the record button, and let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring Paramashiva, Parashakti in your third eye again and again, and unclutch. What is unclutch? From everything that you know, everything other than consciousness, other than Paramashiva, every thought, every word that is occurring to you is in your dream. So let's unclutch from everything that we know as our identity and only hold on to Paramashiva as our identity, sit as 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands as Paramashiva, the static matter and dynamic activity as Parashakti, how her gesture, how her smile, how her looks, how her laugh, how she is expressing and showering with the bones, how her care, her compassion, everything just go on and on with that experience of oneness. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva, and unclutch to experience the state. When completion becomes permanent, then the unclutch becomes the state, and nobody can remove the state. One, it becomes the state of Paramashiva. That is the best Tyaga that we can experience. Shaktipada, only at the Shaktipada, however great laptop you have, cell phone you have, unless you charge it, it's of no use. Same way, unless you have Shaktipada, how much ever you do the puja or listen to the satsang or whatever you're doing is not going to become reality till you have the Shaktipada, and that is developed also by us. We are not born with understanding of all these things, but the minute we understand, we surrender to Paramashiva is way we can manifest all the powers. Continuously chant the Mahavakya. Nobody is born with all these skills and nobody knows all these skills. If you see Bhagavan's avatar's Leela, that when he is born, he enacts the whole thing, that he has no idea of all these things and goes through everything step by step to show us that how humans can manifest the higher reality consciously by engaging ourselves into these great signs. So chant the Mahavakya. Bhagavan has sat in Chandi Homas for hours and weeks and days chanting and doing the homas and pujas to showcase how our cognition will shift into that thoughtless space when we are in deep oneness with Paramashiva. Again and again, go back to that space of oneness to experience the Paramashiva space in you. Now, let's start entangling with Bhagavan, rather, Bhagavan entangling with us. When we are in the oneness space, simply he can entangle with us and manifest as powers. When we chant the Mahavakya, we raise our frequency and completely in thoughtless that Bhagavan can manifest any reality through us. Shiva Sankalpa becomes Mama Sankalpa. Simply he knows the higher signs that we are waiting to manifest this reality, and it gets into the reality to showcase us that we don't have to do anything, even think about it for a minute to manifest something in our life. All we need to do is how you pay something and you don't have to worry, and simply you get the product. Same way, you are in oneness with Paramashiva, you get the reality happen in around you, manifested so beautifully. So let's start chanting the Mahavakya. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line and bring Paramashiva, Parashakti again and again to your third eye and start chanting the Mahavakya loudly with listening to it in the center of the sound so that your thoughts are not going anywhere except locked in the chanting of Mahavakya. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Such a beautiful space that all of us are experiencing, seeing all this teleporting in all over the place. Yes, you have deities, you have padukas, that's also fine. And you're seeing that it is teleporting on the deities or paduka or your hand. You can also have the cell phone light on your hand, and you can check if there is the gold glitters. It has to be shiny, not oily. Make sure it's not the sweat, it's just shiny. Make it as authentic as possible so that everything you know is a manifestation. How in life we are so caught up in the society teaching us that we have to think, plan, and have ideas, cognition. Only then we can do anything, any work, any action in our life. But manifestation is a possibility in us where just by the power of will, just a thought could make something as reality. And that thought being Paramashiva makes all the things as our reality. We are learning the higher science, how we need to exist as superconscious beings. We know how to exist as a logical, intellectual, and ultimately in the outer world successful people. But here Bhagavan is teaching us, whether you're successful or not, here the manifestation is how you exist. You run your whole body, which is so complicated, including your breathing. Even when you're in coma, you are able to breathe. And even the deepest sleep, when you're given anesthesia, your heart is beating. All that is functioning so beautifully and in such a synchronicity and regenerating itself for all that which is happening, we are dumping in our body. It's like we dump a lot of system in the planet Earth, and still the planet Earth, like Ganga, keeps herself very clean. If we stop dumping, Ganga becomes clean, Bhagavan says. Same thing when we do the Nirahara Samyama or Pachapatni Vridam, simply our body gets purified. The detox programs, the Haritaki, morning yoga, the neem juice, all that detox and raises us to the higher reality. how we stop dumping in our body, raises ourselves to the higher consciousness again and again, the toxin, because we are only feeding the microbes and bacteria. Now the science has proven that gut bacteria runs our brain. 90% of our brain is run by gut bacteria, the parasites which are sitting in our body. We are only 46% of human, and rest is all the